Scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with my day number 18 layout video for you. So this one is up a little bit later. I wasn't able to get it done before I went to work today, so I apologize about that, but I did want to make sure I still posted a video for today. I have gone strong and posted a video every single day this month, and I'm so proud of myself because there's been a lot of stuff going on in my life that could have prevented me from doing a video a day, and so I'm pretty excited that I've kept up with this. So you will have seen that I picked out a sketch, and so this video is actually part of my new sketch lifting series. So I didn't pick out the sketch. I picked out the layout, and the person that I am scrap lifting picked out the sketch, and I kind of took Moira, who I am scrap lifting today, I took her idea and kind of stretched it even further, where I included a lot more stars. I used this multicolor watercolor kind of mixed media background, and so I decided not to do any mixed media on my background. Unlike Moira, she did a little bit of mixed media. I did think about bringing in like a white piece of paper and doing some mixed media on that, but I decided against it. So here you can see I'm going through all of my papers, and I'm going to pull out this pink one, and I am going to map my photos on this light pink paper, just a very teeny tiny mat. And then after that, I'm going to put it on a blue polka dotted paper, and it's kind of random polka dots. But I really liked that Moira used 2 photos, and I don't remember if her photos were the same size, but mine are not the same size. I really liked the, oh my goodness, I'm losing my words. The photo of Max is called, it's a photography principle, rule of thirds. Ta-da! I am a photographer. I should know these things. So the photo of Max is a rule of thirds photo, and photos like that are just very pleasing to the eye. And so when I went to go cut that one down, I was like, nope, not going to do it because I love rule of thirds photos. The one of Piper wasn't so much like Max's that I didn't mind cutting hers down. So now here I am going to add a little bit more to this piece of blue paper just with some washi tape, and then I'm going to glue the photo down on top of that. And I really like how that turns out, and that works out really well. You can barely even tell that it is 2 pieces of paper attached together. So there you have it. Both of my photos are matted, and I really like the colors that I brought in using the mats. So now I am placing all of my cut file stars around the layout. I apologize about the zooming in and out. I did not realize my focus was on. That was totally my fault. So I'm super sorry. So I have this idea to back this star with just that same pink paper. And then I had this idea to put the star and to make that whole piece into a sequin pocket. And I'm so excited. Really, really happy with how it came out. And it did take quite a while though. So I have a sheet of, what is it called? Plastic that my husband actually bought me from Amazon. And so I am searching for it right now. I'm off to the side, and I'm going to cut out a hole that is big enough to go around this star cut file. It worked out really well. It was the perfect size, made me so happy. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to cut into some fun foam, and I'm going to cut it into a circle using one of my punches, the circle punches, and then I'm just going to cut in the circle in the middle. I didn't have a circle that was small enough to do the middle cutout, and so I'm just going to use my scissors. See, this one wasn't big enough to fit the circle, and so what I'm going to decide to do is just cut around on the inside using my fussy cutting scissors from close to my heart. So there you can see that I have that done. It works out okay. I'm going to use my Tombow Aqua Glue to glue the circle foam down. And so that's kind of where I go wrong. I really should have used something else because when I put in the sequins, they all stuck to the glue. And so now when I shake it, there's a few of them that kind of shake. But really, I should have been patient and I should have waited for this to dry before putting in my sequins. But I was too excited, ready to go. And so here you can see I added some, I think these were Studio Calico gray sequins that I had in my For the Love of Homemade Kits kit for the month of July. And then I'm also going to add a few other colors to this. I wanted to bring in the blues and the pinks, and I think I add a couple yellows as well. Okay, so now here you can see I have traced a few stars out, and I'm just cutting them out by hand, as you can see here. So I did 3 of the bigger size, and then I'm gonna do 2 of the smaller size in 2 different patterns. And I really like how simple that looks. I just wanted to add more stars to each of the clusters, and so that's what I end up doing with those. Now, I need your guys' help because I don't have a title for this layout, and I am gonna fuss over it for a little while. I don't even think I get to the title, but I honestly have been thinking about what the title for this page should be. So I'm gonna tell you kind of my idea, and you guys tell me if you like it or if you have a different idea or something. So we got Max in 2015, and then we got Piper in 2017. Before we got Max, we had tried out quite a few other dogs, and we knew we needed a dog that was going to be okay with our kids. We had had previous bad things happen with dogs, and so when we found Max, both Mark and I were just like, this is the dog for us. So we got him. He was a good dog. We loved him, but we could tell like he needed a playmate. He loved attention from us, and you know, we would take him out for walks and, you know, yada yada, but we knew he needed kind of like a playmate, and we kind of searched off and on for 2 years and never really found anything. Well, Mark found Piper on Craigslist in 2017, and we ended up getting her. Max was not very happy about it at first, and if you've watched my other layouts around, you know, the last month or two, I have been scrapbooking a lot of the story about getting Piper. On this day, I think this was like the week after we got Piper, so we had her for 5 days, I think, maybe 7, I don't remember. And these 2 photos were taken with our really nice camera. I think Mark was just playing around one day, and he captured these 2 really good photos of these 2 dogs. And so I was thinking that maybe I should have the title be something like, there was a dog named Max, and he needed a playmate. There was a dog named Piper, and we found her to be Max's playmate or something like that. Like, I have this idea in my head, and I want it to be like a really long title and probably lots of different alphas and probably lots of tile stickers. I don't know. What do you think about that? Okay, meanwhile, I finished my sequin pocket, and then also I went off and I did some sewing on this star that I had glued on that photo of Max, and I really loved the way that looked. So I'm gonna do it again with the star that's on the photo of Piper. So I'm gonna go off and do that, and then I'm gonna do it on a couple other stars on this layout. I'm just gonna sew a little bit. So I got the inspiration from Moira's layout to do the varying sizes of stars, and then I also got the idea to do the stitching from Moira's layout, but my stitching is definitely different. So I'm gonna do these 2 stars on the photo, and the stitching is actually on the photos. And then I'm going to stitch through one of the circle ones. And then I'm also going to stitch through one of the smaller ones. Here I'm just gluing down all of the stars that I know I want them to stay put where they're at, so that I can go over and do the extra sewing on the stars. Now I am going to start embellishing the layout. So I knew I needed to add some embellishments to kind of finish off the layout. And so I am bringing in a couple pieces of acrylic from my July kit. And then also I have some of these envelope pieces left over, and so I want to bring in at least one of those to do journaling on. And so this is, I think, how I leave it. I'm going to add a couple more ephemera pieces. I added that word Wednesday. I have no idea if this was a Wednesday, but it was in my kit and I really wanted to add it to this layout, so I did. And it makes me feel better about using the stuff that I have in my July kit. So I am going to add a couple more pieces from my kit, and then I'm going to start gluing everything down. I am super happy with how this layout came out. Thank you, Moira, for giving me the inspiration, and thank you, Christy, for picking out this sketch. I think this was part of Moira's like Sketches Reimagined or something like that. She does a series where she uses sketches from Christy's old 30 Days of Sketches. And so I thought this layout that she made was just fantastic. I really love how my layout came out using her layout, and then also the sketch is my inspiration. Thank you so much for watching, and also if you came up with a title or a story title or something that you thought sounded really good, please leave it below. I would love to hear your ideas because I am the worst at titles. I'm also the worst at journaling, but I am going to journal on this layout. I hope that you enjoy this video. Make sure that you check out all the other videos that are posted today. I will have all the links below for Off the Board, and also Hannah is joining me today. She has a video that already went up because she's awesome. I will see you guys tomorrow. I will have a Stretch the Sketch video done for you. I'm super excited about this layout too. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!